interviewed Dave Smith. Dave Smith, for all you guys out there,
He's
is
not.
not
He's
like
not.
an English bloke from down a pub. He's an
No.
American bloke.
So I don't know why you're doing that.
Because Dave Smith sounds like an English name, doesn't it?
Yeah, because English people have inherently boring names. I'm talking about
Yeah,
your
in my
name's
head.
actually
In my
quite
head.
good. I quite like your name.
My name's boring as
No, no,
shit.
Alfred's not boring. It sounds like it's close to a lot of boring names, but it's not. It's quite rare. Like Alfred, it's like its own little twist on the Fud. The Fud. Dan Taylor is terrible.
Oh yeah,
It's
it should be
fucking.
Dave Smith and Dan Taylor talk about
But
Palestine.
Americans always have really cool names because they've always like someone in their families from like Poland or Germany.
Chip Baker the Third.
Yeah, so it's always like Dan or something, but then like the surname is like Wachakamakachaka, and it's like
Yeah,
so.
Dan Watson McCalled
Yeah, it's so
the
cool.
Third
America's so
Junior.
cool. Love America, man. Oh man, I wish I was in America right now.
Yeah, me too. It's raining outside, really
So
bad.
anyway,
So I don't know. You haven't seen it, so but I'll just tell you about it anyway. So they interviewed Dave Smith, and I think that's really kind of a clash of quite interesting people
certainly
to talk
certainly
about
one interesting person on there. Yeah.
it. You mean you like Konstantin, don't you? Even though
Oh,
you
you know
disagree,
it. You know me.
you disagree with him,
I
but you
love that
like him.
guy. I love to disagree
But
with him.
but but yeah, that they're still very much beating the drum for Israel, and but like you say, like there's whole demographic, whole population has turned against Israel in Britain
No,
and
no, no. But
elsewhere,
the
but
far
they're
right.
still on that one.
Well, because the far right are still on it, and they're very much in league with their thinking on these things. As is Tommy Robinson. I mean, this is the thing. Like, and Tommy Robinson is very popular in this country, but it's not that. It's not because of his support of Israel, right? That's not.
No,
But that is a key component to his political idea of the
and
world, right?
funding, as I understand it.
Yes, and funding. Yeah, most of. I mean, it's just naturally where he is, but he also happens
Mm.
to get a lot of money from Israel. You know,
I
on
think
the,
the thing of trigonometry have not seemed to change on this. I do understand why they keep saying things like, we need,
no, you're trying to
what
think about it logically. They just they're just fucking blindsided. They have to support Israel. They will support Israel. They'll go down with the ship. But you're like, I wonder why trigonometry haven't seen that Israel have committed a genocide. Like, you're not going to find a reason.
okay. What do you want to know about it, if anything? Or should we just go on to comments?
Oh, sorry. I just, I would like maybe a comeback on that. Or am I right? Or do you think I'm right? Or
Uh, I'm not sure, like, if people wed them. I mean, I guess there are identity reasons why people would wed themselves to a particular group. I'm not sure that Konstantin Kisin and Francis Foster do that. I mean, I think
why
Francis has
not?
got because I don't think that they've got particular ties to Israel. I don't think either of them are Jewish. I might be wrong, but I think what's happened is that
I think
in
isn't constant kissing.
Konstantin is I think Russian. Um, And I think that
Jewish.
Francis, I think, came from Venezuela and was a part of the kind of persecuted wealthy class
Right, I'm gonna look
of
it up.
Venezuela. Oh,
Kissing ident. Hello.
so yeah,
So
I
con.
guess the point
So
is, I think that there are people who support Israel who might not do it really for identitarian reasons so much as, well, we need to keep the Western Empire strong, sort of thing.
that's what
And
I
I think there's
mean.
quite a lot of that that still goes on.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
We're in agreement. By the way, this is according to Google AI. He's not. He's of mixed heritage, and while he is not Jewish by religion, he has Jewish ancestry through his grandfather. I mean, I also think it's a bit of a misnomer. It doesn't really matter if he's Jewish or not.
No, I
I
think
mean,
Dave
what I'm
Smith's Jewish or
saying
something.
is that he's politically aligned with a project which is very heavily involved in Israel.
Yeah, of course. But what I'm saying, which may be a subtle difference, is that I think people defend the Western Empire because often the argument is, well, if we don't do it and be really violent, then the Chinese will do it, or the Russians will do it, or
Which is true,
whatever.
by the way.
So, who would you prefer to have run the world, the Americans or the world? I mean, this argument goes on forever and fucking day.
Alan
But
Carr.
that's basically where the trigonometry people are with everything. They're like, yeah, well, of course, there've been mistakes that have been made by Israel, but we've kind of got to support them because else we're going to be overrun by such and such and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but that's a
And
different argument, isn't it? I mean, it feeds into, America needs to dominate, because who else would you want in charge too? Like, and that's the problem. It goes, and obviously I don't agree with that, but I can see that argument, right? But then that drifts down into, well, you got to turn a blind eye when Israel commits genocide. It's like, not really. Like, even if Israel, I mean, the problem, and this is what Professor Jang,
exactly,
predictive
I
history, would
agree
talk
with
about, is that the problem is that part of the world is central for trade, right? Because that's, you control the passage through to Europe, right? The sea passage. So, like, it's really about the sort of who controls politically that area, and therefore who benefits financially, right?
Well, I think that's right, but I agree with
And so
that
this
as
is
an
where it gets a bit
overall
murky.
assessment systematically. But what I think we were discussing is what are the motivations psychologically for people supporting a very unpopular, what has
But
now
this is
become a
where
very
they
unpopular thing.
they they would be like, ideologically, we want the US to be dominant in the world because we
Yeah,
believe in their values and whatnot, and this
yeah,
and
and the
that and
alternative is
such.
some kind of socialisty, Islamic-y,
Right.
get brutality, takeover, lunatic, fucking
But I think the interesting
infidel, not
idea that
infidel,
they
the other one.
maybe haven't considered is that it's not it's
It's
not
not a
that the
binary.
yeah, it's not a binary,
That's
and
the I
the
think.
people
Yeah.
working in, the billionaire tech people who are working in the US with Chinese factories and stuff aren't thinking about it in the same way as,
Yeah.